Hi, welcome to my review on the Carnival Radiance. This is a 4-day trip. This was my first time on a cruise, so I wanted to do a review for you guys. So there's me and Dad, but the trip takes us from Long Beach to Catalina Island to Ensenada, Mexico, and back. I'm going to give you a bunch of the do's and don'ts, some of the tours that we went on, and it was super awesome. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned. This was the onboarding process, so it really only took about 30 to 45 minutes once they called your boarding group. So you go up a couple of ramps, and they take you across the water over to the Carnival Radiance. There's also a good shot of the Queen Mary that's docked right next door. So this is the onboarding process. Once you get into the cruise, you walk into a beautiful lobby. On the third floor, they have a full bar. They have some beautiful staircases. Just up above was some great shopping areas, and it was all decorated out to Halloween. On the fourth and fifth floor of the Carnival Radiance, they have some high-end stores. There's an arcade there for the kids, a wonderful candy shop, so there's still more shopping on the fourth and fifth floor of the cruise.
Well, we're going to the top floor, Dad, and we'll work our way down. How about that? Okay, start at the top and go down. Yeah.
This was the elevator ride going all the way up to, looks like, the 11th floor with my dad and I. These are the clear elevators in front just over the bar in the lobby. Very cool ride if you get a chance to do it. It takes you all the way up to the top, and then as you get to the top, there's a couple more stops up there that you'll really enjoy. As you get towards the top, one cool thing they did have there, they had a silent auction with a bunch of different pieces of art for under $500. I thought that was really a great way to showcase some people's art. So there was really cool pieces there. So if that's something you're interested in, you can see those in the background. They are very beautiful. Take a look. You may find something that you like. As you step out of the elevators, it's a beautiful sight, a shot of the Queen Mary. We are still currently docked in Long Beach, but it's so gorgeous up there on the 11th floor. There's Dad, super excited, ready to go. Just after 5 o'clock, once everybody's on board, this is the sail away party, something I encourage you to not miss. They have drink specials. It's a fun party on deck where there's lots of dancing and singing, a live DJ. The weather was perfect, so much fun. Here's a live shot of the casino. Great casino. Doesn't really open up until you sail away, but wanted to peek over to the window for anybody that gets motion sickness. I know my family has a problem with it, but if you focus on the inside, you're going to be fine. Wanted to get a shot of this. They have a great screen for the kids. Every night they play movies at usually around 7 and 10 o'clock, so great opportunity to enjoy some new movies as well. Welcome to day 2 of the trip. This is as we're pulling into Catalina Island. So every night they wash the ship and make sure it's all clean for you the next morning. But as we pulled into Catalina Island, I can't tell you how beautiful it was. It looked like you're pulling into a scene from Jurassic Park. So gorgeous, so wonderful to look at. If you can get up in the morning and be there as you come into port, definitely recommend it. So one of the problems getting to Catalina Island, they do have to shuttle you back and forth, so plan your day accordingly to add about 30 to 45 minutes. Once you step off the shuttle into Catalina Island, you're greeted by a very antique, very beachy feel town, which is so gorgeous and so cute. Lots of things to do. I do recommend taking a tour if you can. My dad and I only signed up for about a 45-minute under submarine tour, which was great. But you have plenty of time as soon as you dock. They'll get you there by about 8 a.m. and the ship doesn't set sail again until 5. So you have the majority of the day to tour the town, to walk around and have a good time. This was the underwater submarine tour that my dad and I went on. Actually a very cool experience. They take you out. It's only about 5 minutes from the harbor. You get to get real up close and personal with a lot of the fish that are there. So they get you on board, they take you around, they take you out to a reef, and then all of a sudden they just start throwing food out, and it's a literal frenzy in front of your window. So some of the beautiful golder fish there, lots and lots of cool things to see. Didn't see any sharks or anything crazy. Did see some barracuda, but it was such a very cool experience and I loved it. And so did Dad. I think it was a great thing. Definitely worth the money. This is as we're sailing away. The sunsets were actually so beautiful. Going into day 3, we're going to wake up in Ensenada, Mexico. As you wake up in day 3 in Ensenada, Mexico, a great surprise was all of the little stuffed animals that they like to fold and put. They were just everywhere. They were by the pool. They were on every single chair. This was a very nice surprise, especially for the kids. I think it's a great thing to wake up to as you wake up in Ensenada, Mexico. But take a look there. They had every different variation that you can think of. This is a shot of Ensenada, Mexico at the port. You don't have to be shuttled here because they do have accommodations to get the boat right in. So the offboarding process is fairly simple. They dock up and you're able to go right down. They do have people from their culture there to greet you and take photos. They also have some birds. Very nice to see. Very cool and easy to do. So Dad and I signed up for a 4-hour tour in Ensenada. This was the first stop at an old casino and hotel, actually believed to be the home of the first margarita, but it was very nice. The building was gorgeous. They even give you margaritas during this tour. If you tip them a little bit, they'll give you some more. The second stop on our tour was Santo Tomas Winery. Great little spot. They give you 3 different types of wine, and if you tip them, they will definitely give you some more wine, so highly recommended. The third stop on our City Highlights tour, they take you to a small restaurant, which I found was so cool. They take you through the back of the kitchen. So there's Dad being a goofball. But they take you through the back of their kitchen, and you come out to the front of the restaurant, which I found was really interesting. So here's the shot of us going through the back of the restaurant. And as you get to this restaurant, they give you options to have a fish taco, a shrimp taco, or another variation of something else. And then they also give you some ceviche, which I found was amazing. I didn't quite have any ceviche before I went on this tour, but I highly recommend it. This tour was amazing. We had a great tour guide. Her name was Irma. Just make sure you get it right if you get her. She was fantastic. And if you're my dad and you're crazy, you grab a chip from the bowl and you're not supposed to. So I yelled at him. Anyways, Dad's great. We went through the front of the restaurant. Here you can see us coming out. They seat you down. We found some wonderful seats next to some people that were on the Carnival Radiance. And they actually shared oysters with us for the first time. And I had never had raw oysters, so they gave me a full breakdown on how to eat raw oysters. So the next shot is of me and Dad eating raw oysters. I highly, highly recommend it. You can see the look on my face.
So drain it. The lime. Okay, then lime coconut. The salt. Where's the salt?
Salt.
More hot sauce.
Yep.
More hot sauce.
Salsa.
Okay. All right, Dad. More hot sauce. Oh my God. Cheers, Dad. Yeah. That was unbelievable. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
The last hour on that tour, they gave you some time to shop locally, but that was our day in Ensenada. On day 4 of the cruise, they give it to you at sea, so no excursions. But at the end of the 10th floor on the ship, there's a very wide door followed by a wooden door. I encourage you to go through it because it leads out to a fairly private deck in the front of the ship, which was beautiful. There was nobody out there. Great views, just some great fun to explore the ship. I really, really enjoyed this. So the last day is a great day to explore some of the food on the ship. This is Shaq's Big Chicken included with the cruise. There's a number of different options that you can try. This was dinner at the Sunset, also included. Just be sure and book ahead of time. They had fantastic meals with desserts. Some of the seafood that was also here, this was about $20, but very, very good. They had bars everywhere, but I did find this beer machine to be rather enjoying. So that beer machine was fun because it never charged my sail and sign card after 6 or 7 beers, so maybe I found a Carnival Radiance hack. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to go through some do's and don'ts real quick. Stay tuned. So wanted to talk through some of the Radiance do's. If you plan to drink more than 4 beers a day, they are about $11 a piece. I highly recommend getting the drink package because you will save yourself some money in the long run. Definitely try some of the food on the ship. So I did have a chance to try most of these. Shaq's Big Chicken was great, quick and easy. Guy's Burger was awesome. Really enjoyed those hamburgers. Pig and Anchor Barbecue is only open on sail away day and a day at sea. So you have to plan that one accordingly because there are pretty big lines. The sunset and sunrise breakfast place and dinner place was really great. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. You do have to download the app. I highly recommend that you get the Carnival app because it helps you make reservations and see what's going on the ship throughout the day. Also, definitely try the buffet. It's open most of the time. And there was a pizza place that was open till 2 a.m. in case you get hungry, because that's what Dad had me do quite often. If you are going to Ensenada and Catalina, I highly recommend that you book a tour on each one if you have not been before. They will take you to all the local hotspots, get some of the best food that you can find, and have a lot of fun along the way. The last tip for the Radiance dues is get your muster done as soon as you get on the ship. They assign you a muster station. It's just a quick safety briefing to make sure that you know how to put on your safety vest. But I highly recommend that you just get that done because everybody has to have it done before you sail away. So those are some of my Radiance do's. Now I'll take you through some of the don'ts. Last but not least, some of the Radiance don'ts. Don't forget warm clothes at nighttime on the ship if you're planning to watch a movie with the kids. It does get a little bit chilly, so take a hoodie and some sweats. Highly recommended. Don't overpay for alcohol. If you're going to get more than 4 or 5 beers, get the drink package. And third, don't go on land if you're not familiar. Highly recommend if you're going to go on land, get a tour guide for at least 4 hours so they can take you to some of the local hotspots. And last but not least, don't forget to have fun. This is a trip with you or your family. Be in the moment. Clear your head. You get to have so much fun on this ship. The staff at Carnival was amazing. They will take care of you. If you ask them anything, they will help you. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe if you did. Leave me some feedback in the comments below. Please enjoy your cruise. So again, thanks so much for tuning in to my full Carnival Radiance review. Be sure if you go on this, thank your staff, tip them accordingly. And if you like this review, definitely like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much and have a great day.